Learning Target 361 asks us to solve proportions using cross products. So we might be able to recognize relationships here. You could divide by 5 to get 2 and 9, and then say 9 times 3 is 27, and 2 times 3 gives me v equals 6. Or if we use our cross multiply and divide, which we're saying is okay here in section 3.6, we could say v times 45, so 45v equals this butterfly wing, 27 times 10, so we get 45v equals 270, and then we'll divide by 45 to cancel out the times, and we'll still get that v equals 6. Or I suppose if you had your calculator, you could just say cross multiply 27 times 10, and then divide by the 45, which is essentially what happens when you set it up with your butterfly wings. V equals 6. Then we look at 7. In this case, we know that 6 doubled is 12. What doubled is 10. Well, 5 doubled is 10, so 5 times what gives you 5? M would have to equal 1. But that's some mental math. Let's see if we can do it using cross products. If we draw our butterfly wings, 5m times 12 has to equal this cross product, 6 times 10. So where do we end up? 5m times 12, that's 60m. And 6 times 10 is 60. So if we divide by 60 on both sides, we get the same answer. M equals 1. A little harder in number 14, where we'll have to definitely set it up with our airplane wings. If I take 6 times this quantity, just make sure you take 6 times each piece using the distributive property, it's going to have to equal 18 times this quantity. 18 times the quantity d minus 13. So where do we end up? Well, we've got 6 times d, that's 6d, and 6 times 13, that's going to be 60, and 18, that's 78. Over here, we've got 18 times d, that's 18d, and 18 times negative 13, 18 times negative 13 is going to be negative 234. So now you have variables on both sides. Get them all on one side. Since 18 is bigger, let's get rid of the 6. So minus 6d on both sides. Cancellation, we get 78 equals 18 dogs minus 6 dogs is 12 dogs, and you still have the minus 234. Two-step fencer from here, we'll add 234. I'll cancel away. If we take 234 and 78, we get 312 equals 12d. Last step, to get rid of a times 12, we'll divide by 12, and you get d equals 26. The last problem in this section, number 21, same idea. You could do it mental math and do some multiplicative relationships like 4 times 6, but I'm going to choose to set it up with my airplane wings. This cross product, 4 times the quantity 5z plus 4, equals this cross product, 24 times z minus 1. Distributive property, we get 24z, and 24 times negative 1 is negative 24. On the other side, 4 times 5z, that's 20z, and 4 times 4, that's 16. Since 24 is bigger, let's get rid of the 20z here. They cancel away. We get 16 equals 24 minus 20 is going to leave us with 4z's minus 24. Two-step fencer from there. Peel off the minus 24 by adding 24. They cancel. We get 40 equals 4z. 4 times what gives you 40? If you divide by 4 on both sides, 4 times 10 gives you 40.